All right, all you patient people that have stuck around for map 2, we're going to see it now. It's Cash, mousesports versus LGB, the CEVO MLG Pro League on Helium. And again, Launders.
What's up, Helium?
Not too much, man. Ready for the last game of the day. Go grab some food, take a much-needed shower, and then gear back right up for North American CSGO that we've got coming up next. 8 p.m. Eastern for that, guys.
One shower. I shower between maps.
Between every map.
Every map I
Stay
shower.
fresh. Pistol round. Gearing towards A. You do have Yakum already up on the boost. Actually hits and does a lot of damage to Next. So he has softened up two of those players that are towards the A side for mousesports. And now it's going to be LGB moving in onto the site. Oh, Speedy though on the other toxic barrels. Finds two. Can he get a third? He does. Not a fourth though. Rubino with the Tech 9 now in a 2-on-3 as Speedy just did so much for mousesports. Dennis as well finding a kill there. Rubino now 1-on-3. He'll have to ace here if he's going to win it. This guy, I mean, honestly, he's the type of player that could do this.
Oh man, he's got a great position. Get the
bump down too.
Lots of health. He's got a better gun. He's in a 1-on-2. He knows where they both are. He's going to hold the right side of the site. Does some early damage out for a player who's going to jump over. Can't find a frag right now. He's going to work around the right side of the site.
Oh, God. Erases him, though.
Yeah.
Well, still got the bomb plant down, and he got 3 kills, so that's a ton of money to Rubino, and the rest of the team will have some. We'll see if they opt to save here, buy in the 3rd round, or if they want to keep things forceful, because it was... I don't know. I think they'll save.
Yeah, if they Glock save here, they can buy next, which is good for them. Mousesports will be fully aware of that, though. Probably don't even want to spend like any money on rifles, but as long as they can keep a couple players alive, it won't be a big deal. Gabi also hanging on to a Tech 9, which is a pretty good pickup, and I think actually some money spent. So they're just going to look to actually do some damage. Also, will bank on getting a bomb plant. Otherwise, it's going to be a pretty light buy. And Chris J spotted close up with the MP9. He's going to throw a nade to do some early damage. Doesn't do much though, and finds one pick. It gets traded.
Yeah, I mean, that's the SMG that you kind of put on the front lines. You want to keep your rifles far back. Speedy taking some damage, but it's Gob still with the Tech 9. Keep giving him the old stand and crouch peek there in the generators, and next with the FAMAS. So the rifles will survive. Gob might not even really have to buy anything. Chris J, though, on a full rebind, he is their opper. Does he even want to spend anything? Maybe Gob just passes him a gun. Yeah, he does actually do that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, never mind. They pass it right back because someone bought him an op.
Just it was a teamwork exercise, team building exercise. Will you pass me this gun if I throw it to you? And now they are going to be going up against the buy. Like LGB are extremely low right now. Only have 4 flashes and have opted for head armor. I mean, could have sacrificed in that regard, but could have taken damage for it. No. A couple players are really hurt for mousesports, but they're getting the picks, and that's so much more important. Almost everybody.
Oh my gosh.
So low.
One grenade to rule them all.
LGB have no idea how close they are to being able to have won this round. The bomb, though, is out at mid. Do they have eyes on it? I mean, I don't think they actually do. It's in the cubby, it seems like. Or...
Well, Pauly finds next, and that was the 100% HP player. So, I mean, if there's a 2v5 that's winnable, this is one of the best cases you could possibly have for Rubino and Pauly. Minus the kind of where the positioning of where the bomb is. And it looks like Chris J, you know, looking through the sliver, will spot somebody. I think he gets the damage in there, but he also took some back and through the wall. He sees maybe like the elbow as Rubino was lifting it to cover his face because he was blind. Pauly, though, going to keep on working over in B, finds another kill.
And again, everyone is extremely low right now. The only thing is that Chris J has an op going for him. And we'll look for another pick. Does find it. It's going to try to avoid the damage.
We'll snuff out the Molotov with the smoke. Pop flashing out middle. Speedy in a good spot, though. Oh, Pauly, though, is going to check it. 9 HP. Speedy cannot afford to do that with time running out. The mousesports players make the right decision to not have these battles. They'll back off, and they'll win the round.
Yeah, well played from them. Not even dropping a gun in this 2v1. Recognizing that Pauly had no opportunity to win the round after he got out mid-late. And, wow. mousesports took so much damage from everyone, just managed to win. Now LGB will have to be on a save. And again, another free 3, right? Oh, actually, but I mean, they did it versus a buy, so it wasn't even two saves on top of a pistol. It was one and then a buy up. So it might be a free four if they're able to do this one. Paulie just gonna hang on to his AK, probably try to make a play for his team, while the rest of them push out A main or split into some sort of default.
And it's we got Gomb in the vents one more time, making sure no one's gonna come out late over the boost. And actually, someone is geared up to do that. It's PRB. He's gonna want to try to backstab up highway. And really, the A setup right now. Okay, as we have Speedy moving back over to quad and Dennis up on the catwalk, it gets a bit better. But they had a bunch of players bunched up in highway. And the Lone Ranger at B will be Chris J with that op. We'll probably see him in that position quite a bit in this matchup as LGB still wait to explode. But Mystic, I think, just made noise. Not sure if that's going to have been heard.
This would be a great time to execute A as there are no smokes or flashes down. Dennis has a pop flash prompt, though, before the execute is going to throw one right off the bat. And that won't stop anyone from doing anything, though. I think Speedy might have some information that there are players creeping around here, though. Two players are still staged up towards B. This could be a very fruitful execute, and the trade comes out instantly.
Paulie finding both of them, but there's still a bit of a crossfire there. Next, in position, did a lot of damage, didn't find a kill. Does not quite stop the plant, but gets the planter. Paulie right after. And gonna switch out, doesn't want to even have to reload. Goes for the AK, 11 bullets left there. You've got Yakum back in the squeaky room, and that was PRB coming across A main. Next, immediately picks him off and finds a second there onto Yakum. So, actually a fourth, excuse me. 4 kills on that round, and Speedy with 1. As mousesports are looking really solid on the CT side.
Yeah, Next just put on a clinic. If he was unable to kill that guy quad, they probably could have had a much better chance to just win that on the eco. Again, we're in really great positions. Paulie came out, killed 2 players. Mouse only dropped 1. Or LGB only dropped 1. But now Mouse come away with a round, and they're going up against another full buy, but a very successful eco nonetheless.
This time LGB going for, another boost. Probably keep Yakum up there. We'll see how aggressive he wants to get. Looking at the mid setup, we do have Next at sandbags. And over at headshot box is Gob, but it's Speedy here. Actually, through the wall from behind, Rubino will get Speedy as he was engaged in a battle that had pushed into A main over towards those lockers. Don't see stuff like that every day. Rubino probably feeling pretty good about himself after that.
Oh, the spray will not be good from Gob. It does some damage, but ends up getting punished early, and everybody is just losing their trades right now. Kind of a couple of flaws there, getting way too aggressive. And I guess it would have been okay if it paid off, but fortunately for mousesports, came out on the worst side of the engagement 3 out of 5 times, 4 out of 5 times.
Yeah, it looks like they wanted to get aggressive into A main, trying to throw LGB off of any set strategies they might be running on the T side. I didn't quite see what happened over there in A main.
He just flashed himself in, pushed the locker.
Oh, he flashed himself in? Yeah.
And threw a smoke, and as he threw the smoke, someone was already pushed up A main, so it's a matter of timing as well. Though he did do it a bit late. Next, in a kind of awkward position to save. I mean, it doesn't have much health, but it looks like they're just going to assume he's not even around here.
Yeah, it seems like the better way to get aggressive over there is to just wait a little bit and then have your ally throw the like the long range pop flash that pops as soon as it gets in there and then try to contest.
Yeah.
Instead of doing it all yourself.
Why do it yourself when you have teammates?
Exactly. It is a team game.
But ultimately, I think if he just did it a little bit earlier, it would have been fine. Like, when he flashed himself in, no one was even in him in yet. It's just like they heard him, like, running to throw a smoke or something. Just awkward situation to be in. But now they're going to try to answer back after that round. LGB were able to win that one, look really good. But also, we're taking advantage of mousesports, who were just trying to take the site by force and get more map control a little bit late to the round. This round, Speedy is going to be helping out at A, but only with a 5-7. And LGB very quiet right now, just holding flanks.
Yeah, once again, poised towards A to start things off. Has been their kind of go-to so far, and it worked out for them in the last one.
Whoa,
Paulie was watching that B flank.
Dennis just spotted Yakum and Dennis didn't shoot.
The door being closed on Rubino. He tries to work his way out. Speedy's at the forklift. And looks like he is going to be able to fall back. Okay, he'll be taken down, but the trade comes out immediately. And then Paulie also going to bring down Nex, dying over there on the truck side. Chris J, wow, what a nice shot up top on top of the sight box. Finds Rubino. So 3-on-2 right now. Gob is fairly low. We'll see what Chris J can do with these op. He's trying to jump and just, you know, get some information. Peeking out. Hits the op shot. Wins the duel there onto Paulie. Sees the last one there in forklift. And Chris J going to hit another. So we've seen him already. Well, it's actually Next that pulled down a 4K at the A site earlier. And now Chris J had been playing B. They'll pull him over. And he gets a 3K.
Flick J.
Flick J.
Fifth round for mousesports. LGB looks like a save again. Maybe we'll do what they do sometimes, and that is buy up armor on a few players. Yeah, just to even out. And with the knowledge, they'll be able to buy next round, though. Mousesports were able to seal it back after 4 rounds. Fifth round is kind of that magic number, but right now, Chris J is going to be holding off B with the op, and if he gets smoked out immediately, it could be kind of hard to defend the site. No one's actually pushed them in mid, even though they have 3 players here. Looking around, and yeah, misses the first shot, doesn't find a second. Actually hits them both through the wall, it looked like.
Nice vent control from mousesports, pushing up mid, able to come through to B real quick. Now they've got the rotations there very fast, and the bomb will go down, though, on the eco round here for LGB. They try to push through. That's Yakum getting Chris J down there. Next, though, from behind, Paulie getting one, but now will be cleaned up. Dennis with the 2K. Next with the 3K. And that'll be mousesports pushing a lead of 6-1 right now.
Yeah, having a field day, especially on these eco rounds that are coming close. Bombs going down. Next is just coming through, retaken by himself. Initiated that checker control, which is huge. If you're able to get that checker control to work on a retake, because some of the best after plant spots are checker, and if you're able to take control of it, then you're in some of the best retake spots as well. So. LGB are down right now. They won the first map. They look really good. mousesports did come away with the pistol on the first map in the first half, but LGB now on the T side, kind of slowing down a little bit.
Ooh. Starting it off there, Mystic getting Chris J as he was trying to give an aggressive peek into B main. We see him there now down by Paulie.
Ooh, and Gabi actually missed the smoke, got caught for them to cross-checker. This is a smoke that Teeth throw, but it got caught on the floor, so they're going to abuse it. This gives him that control of the site, leaving him in an awkward spot all alone.
All right, Mystic moving in, gets 1 kill, moving in on the generator, but Dennis doing the same exact thing now from the CT perspective on the retake. Even though Bomb wasn't down, he gets 2 before Paulie takes off his head. Speedy out there in middle, finds Rubino, so 2-on-2. The Bomb is onto the site, but does he have the opportunity to really plant it? Yes, he does. He did get it down, and now a retake, 2-on-2. Next, might want to wait a little bit longer for his buddy, but doesn't matter. Hits the shots, and Speedy will go in and take that defuse.
Yeah, definitely no sense to leave your teammate in a 1v1 if possible, but he was obviously just feeling it, and they came away with the kill, so nothing can be said bad. At the end of the day, mousesports have 7 rounds, are looking at a solid CT half on a map that is maybe a little bit CT-sided, but not that much, so any half they can get is going to be really good past kind of that 9-round mark. And they've got slightly low money. I mean, LGB are still keeping them slightly low, but at the same time aren't looking like they can win a rifle round so far, which is their biggest concern. Now, is mid control going to be favored here? Looks like no one's going to be boosted up. They're going to be splitting through the A main, but Squeaky is immediately taking control of by Spitty.
Yeah, he's able to fall back to a safe position as well. Took a little bit of damage, but still pretty healthy. And now look at Gob! Oh, taking the head off of Yakum. If he had just dinked him once, that nade surely would have finished it up. So 5-on-3, and you mentioned, slightly CT-sided map. Either way, pretty even. So you got to get a little bit worried for LGB if they're not able to start mounting a comeback here pretty soon, because with this round, which surely they get, yep, Dennis finding that second kill, wins the round, and now officially the half. It's 8-1.
Yeah, and what a way to win the half. By keeping 5 players alive on a rifle round. Many of these other previous rounds, 4 of the last 8 that they've won have been on the back of defuses or the time running out in one case, and that means that at this point, Mel's are looking stronger than ever and have the biggest lead that they've had. So with all of that in mind, LGB have just more and more to prove. God, be missing a Molotov on the outside would be a good thing. No one is actually rushing it. LGB back into kind of a default fight, only with the pistols here.
Chris J, that's going to shut down PRB, who was that sort of B lurker. Now looking for the mid control. LGB here on this eco round. They push into Dennis. Once again, he's going to find himself a 2K and a good opportunity to get some more. Yep, sees Yakum through the smoke, keeps on spamming it, dissipates. Yep, you know, next is like, let me get this kill. He'll take down Dennis, then he'll bring down Yakum. And Pauly getting actually revenge for Dennis on the other team. Still though, a 3-on-1. Pauly going to have a really tough... Oh my gosh, that was a big 75 damage plus nade right there coming in from Speedy.
Wow, huge nade. A glorious grenade from them, and that's 9 rounds. Up LGB, again, in the midst of this chaos, have won a single round. I mean, it's after 4, they won 1 and then lost 5 again, so we're at that point where if LGB lose a round, then or win a round and then lose again, their economy is destroyed. I mean, we've only seen a couple of rifle rounds because of the fact that they've lost so many in a row. But yeah, at some point it's just looking like an uglier and uglier half.
There's been so many bomb plants for LGB, but either getting into the sites, you know, with a man disadvantage or just not able to hold in the post plant. There's been 4 defuses for mousesports and 1 explosion, so that means they have planted the bomb 5 times on the side of LGB. And here in round 11, they'll have 1 more shot with AKs, or they might be put on an eco. Speedy moving out aggressive in front of the sight box. Dennis supporting from the catwalk next as well. And Speedy with another, finding the 2K here in A. Next guns down Rubino, who was trying to peek, the last survivor there from A main, and that gets shut down so quick. It's 10-1. That's
rough. It seems like every round Next is able to get 2 frags, and they're just looking more and more secure. There, they didn't lose a single player again, and Select decided is getting more and more dominant as the rounds roll on. LGB unable to find a way to get a grip on a round. I mean, A take's not working, B rushes aren't working, and maybe some early mid control is something they could favor, but I'm not sure.
2 people up on the boost, trying to do something a little bit different. Oh, Mystic will find Dennis. So that is something a little bit different there. And you have the lurk of Rubino around towards 8. Little does he know, everyone gave up the sight. He had an opportunity to get out there. Maybe catch Speedy. Speedy will come back. And there are so many players towards mid right now. Oh, standing on the pipes over there on the drop was Mystic, full blind. Chris J hits that shot. Gob gets one over at B. And, you know, round started off right for LGB, but quickly falling apart. Or is it? Rubino out of the squeaky room, and prior to that, Yakum getting the kill in middle. And that'll give them the man advantage. 3-2. But now Chris J, misses one. Trying to stay alive. Not knowing where that 3rd player is. He's only seen 2. Will molly out the default plant. Also shutting down the plant for A main as well. So buying a lot of time for Gob to show up. Gob's going to do the same thing. Another incendiary going into that site. Can he get that shot over Toxic? He'll be peeked from quad. Hits it. Brings down Rubino. That was a 16 HP player. And PRB actually a couple shots in the mollies, bringing him down to 10. And this will put Gob now in a 1-on-2. And Yakum
clotheslines him.
Finally, yeah, it does clothesline him. Finally gets them on the board with the 2nd round.
Very close call, though. Yeah, and a nice shot out from Chris J. He was very integral. I love how they just chained mollies on the bomb plant spot. Made that round really, really awkward for LGB, who were forced to take fights, but from that stage, you know, they were able to win. And even though they were put in positions they didn't want to be in, ended up coming out on top. And we saw that near the end of the round too, where they're able to not only come back from a man disadvantage, but put the advantage in their favor. And here the first trade comes out though. Speedy immediately picks up a frag. And once again, this is a round that LGB need.
Speedy had me scared. He was trying to throw a pop flash and paying too much attention to the flash. Almost ran into the molly on 14 HP, but he still gets another one there in middle. And that's actually Pauly that takes down a Z connector player. So Chris J still trying to hold on to mid. You got Gob really far away on this rotation from B. So it's more or less 3-on-3 right now. And LGB would have that HP advantage. Oh, and they'll actually hit it.
What just happened there?
Yakum got Speedy. Yakum was back in the lockers. I'm not 100%. It looks like PRB jumped out to below Shroud Box. But Dennis shuts that down and trying to get back on the reload. Pauly ops him before he can get into quad. So he can plant the bomb for anywhere. Let's see if Gob is going to push up. Let's see if Polly, will he go for a quad post plant or going to try to cross back to A main? Can't really cross now. He has been spotted.
Oh, he knows where he is. Oh, this is really awkward.
Uh-oh.
Whoa.
It is!
Whoa. Whoa.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Polly. The Flickmeister.
I
Thought for sure he was beat right there, but nope. He finds a 3K, and that'll be LGB 2 rounds in a row.
he didn't even notice the running around at first. It was like he couldn't hear that at all, and then just it's a 90-degree like instant flick onto Gob, who had him kind of get the rights. Like that plant wasn't great because it wasn't an outside plant. Like you could defend that, you could defuse that from inside the site, and no one from main could stop you. So for him crossing around the right side of the site was kind of awkward because Gob could plant, fake it, stand there, and Polly would have to come peek him, but it ended up working out anyways.
Yakim's going to find Dennis. That's out towards middle, so mousesports once again off to a bit of a rough start. LGB finding the opener. Going to get another one there as Speedy. He has been getting aggressive in A main quite a bit this time. Tries his hand pushing really far through the squeaky door. I mean, his team is behind. He wanted to try to do something, make a hero play to bring it back in, but instead LGB shut it down, and they're looking good to take their 4th round here, trying to salvage this half very late into it.
Oh, Yakum gets caught on the lurk. I swear he was looking right at Nex, and Nex just turned around and killed him. But I'm not sure if it'll make much of a difference. We have one player in B who's kind of useless at this point as the action is going on at A. Nex. Wow, what a beast. Grabs another frag. Clean headshot onto the site, and suddenly it's a 3-on-3. Rubino flanking the flanker, though. Make it the drop on Chris J unless he's able to find a pick and make it all worthwhile.
So back to a 2-on-2. mousesports has been good in the retake situations. Polly going to miss a shot, but able to retreat back into that corner. Next will take that. That's his 3rd kill. Peeks out with the USP in hand, and Gob showing up just in time to get that trade out. And that'll be another one for mousesports. Make it 11-3.
Oh my god. I mean, that was like a round that LGB had. I don't know what happened with Yakum there in the CT, but Next just turned around for some reason, and I think he was trying to lurk up on him, but ended up punishing for that. And then, you know, from total map control, it came down to some good trades from mousesports, and they were able to just even it up and win that 1v1 ultimately. And it was looking like LGB were actually going to make a half of this, coming with 4, maybe putting Mouse on a save. But now they're on the force.
Let's see how good Gob's timing is here. We see a lot of kills through the smoke. Will he decide to start spraying? He does! And we see that so many times from the CTs. When that smoke and nade go down, it leaves a bit of a gap too. So Gob able to get 2 right there. His buddy trying to help out, supporting him. But Dennis actually comes up with nothing, and that's not good because LGB have taken the site. Next can't rotate. Molly coming down in the vents from those terrorists. Bomb hasn't gone down yet, but they do have a 3-on-2 post-plant situation here. Bomb going to go down more or less for checkers.
Oh, wow.
Chris J, though.
Just barely saw his sleeve there. Grabs a nice flick. 2 players left, and they know that they're on the site now. So again, great retake spots.
All right, PRB struggled a bit, but does bring in that kill. So a 2-on-1 situation, and Yakum with a beautiful headshot onto Chris J. LGB, I mean, I guess kind of getting 3 of the last 4. They salvage it a little bit, but still, 11-4 on cash. Not really a scoreline that anyone's going to be pumped about, except for the team with 11.
Mm-hmm. No doubt. And LGB could have definitely had 5 there really easily. But right before we get back into this half, I'll be right back.
All right. And pistol round will be starting soon, waiting on one more guy. That's going to be Polly. Have seen him hit some pretty crazy shots thus far. But, I mean, this is at the point where mousesports, if they're able to get a pistol round, can almost put it out of reach for LGB. And LGB, I mean, having played a lot of their games already, are finding themselves in a position where these wins are really going to matter. They have thus far tied 4 of their matches. They won decisively against Property 2-0 and lost against Nam-V, having tied teams like Existence, Hellraisers, Gamers 2, and VP. So tying VP is obviously really big for LGB, as VP, you know, one of the stronger teams here And, but still, some tough matches down the road. Mainly, well, this one, I think, could have been put as a tough one to mousesports. Titan they'll still have to face. Publicler, Penta, and NIP. Maybe NIP being the hardest. But here we go into the pistol round. Terrace moving towards B. We do have a setup of 2 people over there. It'll be Polly and Yakem trying to get a nice crossfire going down.
Yeah, and then we'll try to do this, but... Oh, Yakem in a great spot. He gets spotted, and will be forced to hit a shot, but can't do it.
Yeah, and Polly, I mean, if Polly in that situation get the first kill, it can take a lot of the pressure off of Yakem. Polly will still get one, though, and Rubino finding a kill onto Chris J. So 3-on-3, just like that. Terrace, they'll bully their way into the B site. Will they be able to get the bomb down? LGB pushing, excuse me. That's Mystic trying to get through Generator. Rubino, though, now coming up into Heaven, going to get one more. So 2-on-1, and Gob can't do it.
No, he can't, and that's got to be that's very dangerous for mousesports, who did have an 11-4 half, but lost that pistol round. I think that works out really well for LGB, though. I think it's LGB that struggled a little bit more on the T sides than they did. Though that wasn't the case in the last map, actually. That's something, both teams not actually doing that well on their T sides versus each other, I guess, more specifically, but a full Glock save here for mousesports, opting once again not to spend money after they had lost a round. And...
So round 17, looking for sort of an explode into that A site, see if they can't get that bomb down. Mystic, though, is going to kind of silence this with his FAMAS close range. Probably going to get one with the scout. He's being flanked, though. Gob must have been the one up on the boost, so he's able to get one. And now PRB peeking out. Gets shot by his teammate at first. Looks back at him. But he will bring down Gob, and now it's up to next. Who did plant that bomb. So nice money coming in for that mousesports team.
Yeah, they were able to get the bomb down with only Glocks. I mean, that was a big mistake there from LGB, who gave up a lot of economy to players that spent no money on the round. So they're going to benefit off that quite a bit here as they come into the 3rd round of the half, and they will be doing it with a full buy, certainly. AKs and nades can't turn that down.
Nope, not at all. They've got just enough to do what, well, maybe they need to do. Polly still with the scout. That still can be effective. It is 1 hit, 1 kill to the face, and you can jump with it at some odd angles. Yakem with the P90. We have seen this guy do some pretty terrifying things with the P90, even against rifles, a lot of time around the smokes. Well, PRB moving forward. LGB going to get one, but only one. Mystic coming through those vents quick. It was heard. There's still a trade out there. So again, a 3-on-3 situation. Trades go even at B. Rubino already ready to respond, but mousesports will back off. And let's see if they can get Yakem. He's lurking around middle. Or maybe they'll bypass him completely, because you've got Chris J that's pushed out into the A site behind Forklift. Now going to be spotted by Polly. And he'll throw that smoke off to Cross.
Yakem pushing off on this information. The spot that he's in is so great because this allows them... Oh, will they spot the flank, though? It's like Spitty will not and go down. So that's very important. Even though he gives up his position, it makes it a 2-on-3. Chris J takes some damage, too. 11 HP.
Dang. The bomb will go down once more. Polly taking a lot of fire damage, but Rubino going to get one, and Yakem from behind. So the backstab with the P90, very effective there as Yakem finds 2, and LGB will get another round, starting to close that gap, having won the first 3 rounds now.
Yeah, they do sew it up, and again, 11-7, not that bad of a scoreline for LGB. I'm sure they'll be happy to see this. They do have some work to do. mousesports have more to prove, though, as they're on the T side, and they could easily struggle and fall apart, depending on how good their T side is, how good LGB CT side is, and how well they match up against each other. We'll set up to be good, and we'll keep an eye on that as these rounds go on. But right now, it looks like a little bit of pressure towards B. A lot of early damage, though, with this spam through the smoke from Yakem, and they will continue off on it because they were all spotted, but he will have some free frags. And through the wall.
Yeah, running more or less into the blender. Only Yakem will go down, and even he was able to get a kill. PRB getting 2. Only Mystic, the one that didn't get any blood on his hands that round, but, you know, mousesports just looking for a quick strategy. Falls a bit flat, but now rifles in their hand once more. Into round 20.
And this is a huge round. If mousesports win this, it'll be 12-8. If LGB win this, they'll most likely put mouse on a save, so it's almost worth 2 for LGB, whereas it's worth 1 and the chance at a second if they, or the chance at a third if they're able to win a second, putting them on an eco, putting LGB on an eco. But right now it's 4v4. Mystic also really low in the B site, and they're split up absolutely no mid control, 2 people in each site, and this is a scary situation to be in on Cash.
Yeah, you got Chris J. You can see him there from Gob's perspective, ready to go on the boost. Gob, hoping someone is going to get aggressive and maybe push, looking towards middle, but really not going to happen because, as you said, no one is there. It's like a 2-1-2. No, actually, no, he's in the checker, so 2-2, excuse me.
Yeah. Mid wide open, and mousesports do take it. It's definitely the right play here. They can split up to either side they want, but they know that it's probably going to be 2 in each site. And oh, spotting that white box. Ollie gets punished for the flash that's thrown by his teammate. Quite unfortunate. Now they know that. The thing is that you get a kill at A, and there's 4 people left. You don't know if there's 1 CT, 2 towards A, 1 in B. But going towards B now might give him confidence. Oh, Dennis comes out with a second 1-tap. Later,
yeah, he got that first frag perfectly. He just kept throwing pop flashes out, getting that player to turn, and really banked that he would be in the corner below vents, and that's exactly where he was. So free kill for Dennis, and somehow, just not getting hit in the head. He took quite a few bullets before killing the generator player, and Speedy going to push through. Rubino also kind of missing some shots right there, and that'll be mousesports now pushing up to 12 rounds, winning really right when they needed to.
Yeah, definitely right when they needed to. Saves their economy. Puts a dent in LGBs, who do have another full buy this round, but Mouse getting to that critical point, that 13, 14, 15 mark, where at any point, if there's an economically bad situation for the other team, you could win it being within 2 instead of within 1. And early spam damage doesn't result in anything. Mid control taken by LGB. Pressure over towards B, but Vents control is theirs. Will we see Chris J mulling this out?
Might be up to PRB a little bit here to try to hold on to this. Of course, the support in the vents is coming pretty quick. And any Molotovs, actually, from the terrorists. 1 on Speedy. Yakum drops out to the vents. Next heard it, but still is more or less caught off guard. Yakum gets him almost instantly. Rubino from heaven, and now Yakum peeking really far. Wow, pulls that spray down. Brings down Gob. So 5 on 2, and they'll put Yakum back into the vents, try to get that mid control. Make sure they're not going to be caught off guard anywhere.
So far, it looks like a pretty tight game. I mean, it's just going back and forth all of a sudden. Chris J and Speedy obviously aren't out of this, but 2u5ing in this situation will be a huge task. Though they do find an entry right away. And can they find another? No, Rubino full blind actually finds a headshot on Chris J. Speedy, 13 HP, 1v4 situation.
Gets the bomb down, though.
No.
Oh, just nearly. I wasn't even sure they actually knew he was in there, but Yakum finds the touchdown.
You jinxed it. How do you feel?
I'm sorry. I'd like to apologize.
I'm telling.
Formally.
Yeah, he's very low now, like 1800. They're just going to look to even out here as LGB come closer and closer to evening it out. And doing it on the CT side, and on paper, that's the easier path. If they could switch places like right now, I feel like mousesports would take that deal.
Looks like we might have a clash over in A main. Oh, they were only close through the side of the wall. As we do have them pushing, that's Pauly getting into the aggressive A main spot in the lockers. As the bomb still floats around middle in this forceful round, AKs and Tech 9s with armor from mousesports. Really need to get something done here. And if they don't, I mean, what? Actually, they did have that one-off win, so they're not even getting that much money back. Speedy Dennis are going to be extremely poor.
Oh,
and wow,
Rubino, through the
patience with the taps.
That was great. And they're going to have a B split going on. Rubino, though, on a fast rotate. It's going to make sure nothing's going on in mid, and it's going to come down to these entries and this hold.
Next, through the smoke, takes down Yakum. There's still one more player back there. That is going to be Rubino, as Speedy burns out someone else with a Molotov. Bomb going down, and they've got control of the site. They've got a 4-on-3 advantage right now. More or less everything being watched. Next is pretty low, but he is back there in the checker room in a position maybe he could get spammed, but I think since he hasn't peeked initially, and yeah, what a beautiful distraction they set up next. Able to get Polly in the back as Speedy was making noise in the vents. He'll peek out, bring down that last player, Rubino, up in heaven. And mousesports inching, you know, those 2 one-off wins, but still inching to those 16 rounds.
Yeah, and that was a great B split. I mean, I thought once Rubino got that one tap through the smoke, that was a sign that it was going to be a quick round for LGB, but ultimately mousesports were able to win the eco on the back of the Tech9s and a half buy in armor. So that means not only are you going to have enough money to buy right now, they're going to have money left over, and LGB are the ones on the save, and that's what I was talking about, that critical point where any round you lose could be worth 2, and now they will have to try to fight back from the 14 mark basically, unless they're able to pull a miracle off and win this round.
It's going to be tough as Chris J opens up with that op. Gob gonna bring down Yakum. No chance there for Yakum. Now let's see where Rubino is. Because I gotta say, this guy's a hope-fall, so we won't get to see it. But his kit, he's got the pink Karambit and the fuchsia CZ. I'm pretty jealous. Like, that is tight.
Oh, the team ace.
Yes! Another one. And I think the first there for mousesports.
Yeah, showing that they are a team. It's the only validation that you can have in this game. It's actually getting team ace. Rubino, does he have armor?
No.
Hello.
They don't sell pink armor. He
Wait,
didn't go for it.
Why doesn't Rubino have armor?
Why does not have armor?
Why does not?
He doesn't have any money.
He's trying to say it like Shakespeare. That's a huge mistake. If he bought this gun himself, Cozy Man's boobs. Yeah, he bought it himself.
So 14-9, mousesports looking to put match point here, and if they get this, it is going to be an extremely poor LGB on CT side, trying to get the road back, you know, for the tie. Oh,
And
that is!
rip armor.
So many people die through that door these days.
If he had armor, he would have survived, even though it was an AK.
Yeah. Well, I mean, maybe not if the other shots were also rattling in, but I don't know if he got dinked through the door with it.
Yeah, it was a headshot.
Still 1 kill through the door? I guess without armor, yeah, that makes sense.
That's rough.
All right, Molotov's coming in. This is the first time I've actually seen this here today in this match, and that's PRB, right? Yeah, 4 HP brought down 2. That nade pretty much blew up on his head.
Wow. But they know the rotates are over towards A. Mystic also going to get punished right now. This is looking like a hard round to win, but
Yakum in a good
Yakum,
spot, though.
he is a very good spot. He's going to
I know where
reload.
he is.
Wait for backup.
Molotovs to get him out of here. They'll have to peek. Yakum actually going to get 2. Cannot get the 3rd, but he's giving his team a decent shot at this round. Speedy, though, in mid, still holding on. Will shut down Polly, and PRB having taken so much damage from the nades from the Molotovs. Hasn't even seen a terrorist, but he has felt their wrath. Down to 4 HP, trying to go in on this 1-on-2. And Gob is just in the best spot ever.
Yep.
Could even knife him, but, you know, still a contest here, and Gob is going to take him down with the AK.
Yeah, just secure it for sure. And that's mousesports, the 15th round. LGB, back on the biggest eco that you could imagine. Will buy what they can. Oh, I'm surprised Yakum can actually even afford a Famas here. But almost no one else can, and yeah. All mousesports have to do is play this round carefully. Split up into a default, wait for people to push them. If it doesn't happen, take a full execute, maybe go for mid-control if they want it. But, I mean, this is their round to lose.
Yeah, probably not to... Mystic. Trying to get in there a little bit aggressive, trying to get maybe an early numbers advantage or a gun for himself. Polly, though, will be able to bring down Chris J. Speedy gets Yakum. That's over towards B. He's pushing out the vent now. Meanwhile, Polly, another kill at A. So action just on all over on both of these sites. 3-on-3, though, and PRB actually going to get in the man up and some guns. And they win for that armor, so a good shot here to do this. Nex and Gob both out towards middle. And Polly looks to be moving towards connector.
Well, they both made waves at either site and then committed way too hard, chasing another frag. I think if they just grouped up after their couple of picks, it would have been a round over. But bullet player in the site actually gets the kill, and that's with no armor. So next in a 1v2 situation, you say he might drive in.
Maybe just grab the bomb and go to B, but he's still going to look for these kills. He's just got to be careful because they're coming up truck as PRB, and he'll get the frag. Getting another one on the board. And let's look. Tons of money for mousesports, so it will be another rifle round. Oh, actually, a quick pause here, too. And even LGB with that win are still going to be pretty poor on this round. FAMAS maybe still see a 5-7 armor from one of these guys. Already timed out.
Well, knocking on death's door, that was the opportunity for mousesports to just win around, and they split up into their default. They worked their picks, and then they started pushing in solo. Like Spitty went into checker, lost his duel there after he got a first like opening pick, and you know for almost no reason really. I mean, I guess he was trying to sniff out a stack, but with someone doing it at the exact same time on the other side of the map, and then both losing their trades, you kind of defeat the purpose, right? Sacrifice one instead of two, and get the information. Instead, they both looked for information and basically found out that LGB were in a default themselves and, you know, didn't get anything of it. Play to trade in a situation like that, you have the round for sure.
All right, Rubino able to join back up. He's at 3.8K as well. They were able to bring some guns here into this, so that helps them out a little bit. So everyone with head armor. Rubino will be a little late on nades, and we even have 3 kits here. So can mousesports close it out? If they don't here, it's maybe going to get a little bit of a rocky road and really give LGB a chance at pushing it into OT.
I think so. I mean, most certainly they do have a chance. I mean, they've won a significant amount of CT rounds. Just mousesports have come away with a few of the later ones. They'll some off the back of ecos. I mean, economy has never been good for either team in any round of this half. I mean, it's been back and forth. Especially with that eco just being one testament to that. But oh, an opening pick happening. Yakim looking to trade. Oh, sees one, but will he get the trade? No, Spinny's gonna do so much damage. Actually finds it, and that's 2 kills at B. That's gonna be a tough one to come back from.
Yes, it is. And now another one here on the other side of the map. That's towards A. Dennis. He will be cleaned up, but it's Rubino in a 2-on-4. And actually, I don't know if it's a timeout or a rage quit over there on the side of LGB. We will have one drop out of the server. So Polly and B, Rubino still kind of rotating around. He's coming back to the right side, though. Flash is coming in. Polly blind. Can he get one from Generator? No. Next gets him down. And over here, Yakim will reconnect, but just in time to watch his team lose, as Next will get that shot. Mousesports 16-10, and the series will tie it up 1-1.
Oh boy, that was a pretty back and forth game there. Trades going either way. A lot of 1v1s, clutch situations, bombs going down, bombs going down. Yeah.
Bomb.
Yes.
Yeah, so actually made a game of it. I mean, after seeing that first half, it was looking like it was going to be pretty brutal. LGB able to put up a decent amount, but mousesports with that 11-4 first half was really nice. They were able to get those 5 rounds moving over to the terrorist side. And that's going to wrap it up here for today. So LGB, what? We have them tying twice. They tie Gamers 2, they tie mousesports. So I don't know. I'm sure they wanted a better result, but at the end of the day, at least they got 2 points as they've played quite a few series. I think 6 already of the 12 to 13 that these guys are going to have to play. But that's going to wrap things up here for the CEVO Pro League European action. North America is coming up next around 8 p.m. Eastern. That is 0200 CEST for Central Europe. I saw some people in chat asking about the British Standard Time, so take off 1 hour. 0100 or whatever they say in Britain. I have no clue. Elevate versus Nihilum is going to be that first match, though. And then Lunatic versus SKDC. And if some of you are like, oh, an SKDC match, like, don't really care. They're not that great. They absolutely showed up last night. They looked so good. They looked to be in contention for, like, they could be a top NA team. My mind was blown.
Really?
Probably just as much as the people watching. But they looked really good. So I know I'll be tuning in because I'll be there producing the stream. But even if I wasn't, I would definitely check it out, guys.
Wow. Cool.
You should too, Launders.
I might.
Unless you got to practice or
I
whatnot.
think I'm gonna be playing actually. Yeah.
All right. Well, that's about going to do it for us. I'm Helium. That's Launders. You can see us there on Twitter at HeliumBrella, at CSBoxer. Make sure to follow CEVO-MLG as well. And don't forget about your Vulcan picks. See how you did. This is linked with tomorrow's European game, so you'll have to tune in there as well. And that's it. Peace.
See ya.